next type of content that your client may require is the product review. Now, what is the product review? Basically, any keyword, because as I said, we're writing web content, and web content, they are written based on a certain kind of keyword. Now, basically, any content that has the keyword best or versus is a product review. If you find a keyword such as best techno phone 2021, that kind of content is a product review. Or if you have a content such as best sneakers shoes 2022, that kind of content is a product review. So you should be able to identify the audience intent or the searcher's intent for that kind of keyword or for that kind of content. If a client assigns that kind of content to you, you know that their intention is for you to write an article that is going to speak to a buyer looking for more information about a particular product. Whoever Google's best Canon camera is looking for more information about the Canon camera and is in a ready to buy mood. So it needs concise information about the product's features, about its pros, about its cons, about the pricing, and generally about its durability and some other technical detail about the product. So you see that a product review is quite different from an informational blog post. Now, although it is different from an informational blog post, it is actually the same processes that is involved in writing a blog post that is also involved in writing a product review. So the first thing you do when you want to write a blog post is to Google the keyword as it is. Now, let me take you back to my laptop and show you an example of a product review content. All right. So if you look at this article now, this article is titled Best Gaming Mouse Under 2000 in India Reviews 2020 Updated. Notice the word best in the article. Now, if you look at the structure of the article, it has our top choice, that is identifying a product, a recommended product to the reader. And if you look at the body of the article, you find something like a comparison table that shows the different products that are reviewed within the article. And if you now scroll down, you would see another H2 heading that is titled Best Gaming Mouse Under 2000 in India Reviews. Obviously, the keyword here is Best Gaming Mouse, and this writer has effectively inserted the keyword as its H1 and H2. And with a short introduction, you also find where he lists the products. Now, this is the list of products he reviews in this article, and if you notice, you would see that he reviews the product and also inserts the keyword in his review. In this review, he focuses on describing the features, and he focuses on describing the build of the product and how it is useful for the reader. And you would find a quick identifying the summary of the product, what the product entails, specifically discussing the features, and then the pros and cons. By the time you scroll down, that's the same template that the other products follow. That is the same template that is used to review the other products. So you see, this kind of article is what we refer to as a product review. Now, notice that towards the end of the article, there is a segment like what to look out for when selecting a gaming mouse. You see, following Google's guideline for writing product review, Google does not want you to just sell or to just talk about a product to your reader. Google also wants you to provide extra information that would guide the buyer through the buying process. So that's why, in addition to your review, after you have written a review of the entire product in your list, it's very important for you to have a buyer's guide section, perhaps what they should look out for or things to consider before buying a product. So it's an integral part of a product review. So now, after showing you what a product review looks like, let us go to the process for writing a product review. The first step is to research the content for the product review article. is to Google the keyword to the topic as given. The same thing with the blog post. If you're giving best gaming mouse in India, you Google the keyword as it is. So it means that the best gaming mouse that is going to appear in the search engine result is not going to be the search engine result for those that are in Nigeria or for those that are in the US, but the result you will get will be tailored specifically for the Indian audience. So that's why it's important for you to Google the keyword as it is. Then the second process is to save the first 10 pages that respond to that keyword and study them properly. After you have Googled the best mouse in India under 100, or after you've Googled the keyword, the top 10 articles that come up, save them and you study them properly. And in the course of studying them properly, you should identify the tone used in the content, because it's very important for you to identify the tone used in the content and the sentiments of most of the writers. Is it positive or negative? If the top 10 contents are aligning to the positive angle, maybe while talking about a product, and you write from a negative angle, that content may not rank for that particular keyword. So it's very important for you to also notice the tone of the top 10 articles on the search engine result page to be able to identify the right tone that the audience is expecting to see in that kind of content. So after that, you now have to it depends. The client would have given you a predefined structure, but if the client has not given you a predefined structure, the structure I showed you in the example is what you will follow to write your product review. You have a brief introduction that speaks to the pain point of your reader. Perhaps your reader wants to know the best gaming mouse. Of course, there are many mouses for graphic design. There are mouses for just surfing through the desktop, but this time around, the audience are gamers. You've identified the audience as gamers, so they need the best gaming mouse. So you speak to their pain point in your introduction, and your introduction should not be too long and unnecessarily irrelevant and not be full of fluff. You should speak. You can check Facebook group, Quora, and other platforms to understand what your audience is searching for. After the introduction is the brief intro to the product review, and you can use this opportunity to insert the main keyword as it is. Remember, you are optimizing, you are writing a content that is going to rank on the search engine, and it has that element that search engine wants, which is a keyword that is relevant to that content. So you can use the second segment of the article to integrate that particular keyword. It's an introduction to the review, something like a subheading, and it could also be the opportunity for you to identify your recommended product to the reader. So after that point, you start the product review properly. In your product review, after you've listed the name of the product and of course inserted a link to the particular product you're reviewing, the 3 paragraphs should focus about the features of that product and what people are saying about it. What makes it unique? What are its properties? You should research that product very properly so that you would not just be writing the technical details that has been listed on the sales page on Amazon or wherever you're getting the product from. It's just more than mentioning the features. It is talking about how that features can provide value to the reader. For someone that is looking for the best camera, the person is looking for the specific features that can do specific things and that would make it unique from buying another brand of camera. So you need to speak to the value in your product review. Notice it's different from the blog post that I've discussed earlier. So after you have discussed that, then you can, if there are unique features that you need to highlight, you can highlight them and discuss why they are unique. And then following that is the pros and the cons section. You have to identify the strength of that product in comparison to other products you are reviewing or in comparison to other brands on the market. So you identify the pros and you also identify the cons. That is the basic structure of the product review. You also duplicate that same model for the other product, and then you have your product review. So that is a product. That is the format for writing a product review, and I've shown you a sample of how a product review looks like. In the next video, I'm going to show you how a service page looks like, what is the service page content, and what your clients expect from you when they assign you a service page content. Thank you.